Hello everybody. Okay, so this is my aesthetic adventures, and so I think that I'm just supposed to walk you through my art portfolio and the values, and then give you a PDF of it as well. So okay, we'll just get right started on this. So I chose color was something that consistently came up with mine, and these can mean different things, so we'll go through those as we get there. So Rachel Reyouche, Flowers Still Life, that was something that one piece that I chose. It's from 1726, and it is oil on canvas. And this piece really draws me through to the center of the flower piece, and then I kind of work my eyes out from there. And there's a lot of details and a lot of shadowing that is done, and a lot of shading that's done with the colors, and I really like that. The details are very meticulous in this. Each flower that's chosen, I feel like is, made to be very real life like. It adds texture to it without, I guess, adding too much texture. But when you're looking at it, you feel like that's what you see. And I also like the light that was used in it, and I think that the light helps you to keep a focus on the flowers versus, kind of anywhere else that's taking place in the piece. And if you pay attention to like the leaves, it looks like some of the leaves could be like crinkly, but still soft to the touch. And they look delicate, they look thin, and it's so nicely captured. Okay, Betty Albert, Three Sisters. Now, this one, I was not able to find the exact year. So this one is acrylic, and the artist name is Betty Albert, and she named this piece Three Sisters. And so this piece has a lot of really nice colors with it, and it makes me think of my cousins that I'm the closest to. I don't actually have any sisters. And so my cousins kind of became my sisters by default growing up. So even though this painting is actually about squash, corn, and beans, I relate it to my family. So the squash, the corn, and the beans are about the interconnectedness and a balance. But my family I view as the same. Anyways, okay. The colors, they have three colors: red, purple, primarily, I guess I should say. A sister that's wearing like a red blanket, a purple blanket, and almost like a tealish kind of blanket. And so when I look at those three colors, this is more of like a cultural piece for me. I think of different things that are tied to those colors within my own culture. And even though Betty Albert is not from the same tribe that I am, so those could mean totally different things to her, but those colors, I really related to, and I drew myself to when I looked at this. And then I also like the lines in this. So I feel like if you're kind of looking at it, there's some like more diagonal type of lines, and there's blurred lines. And I think that it helps to create a sense of movement within the piece, especially within the blankets that the sisters are wearing. And let's move on now to Albert Namachira. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The name of the piece is Mount Sonder with Corkwood Tree, and it's from 1944, and it's watercolor. So this one, I really liked the cooler tones of the color. I feel like it gave the appearance that the landscape was like receding into the distance. So giving it some depth, that was really nice. And I think that takes some skill to do. And then the warmer colors in it, though, I feel like make the landscape feel as if they're closer to you, and you're, you know, maybe the tree is within an arm's length distance of you or something. And so just, you know, the idea of being able to use color and to make the landscape feel alive is really nice. Albert, his pieces don't only depict like different types of day, but also like seasons, and I feel like he uses light to also help with that. And then of course, I mean, these are you know, his sacred lands of his ancestors, of where he came from, and I really liked that also. So the research that I was able to do, it was consistently said that Albert, so he used a European watercolor technique, but he wasn't aware that he was using this technique when he was, you know, making these pieces. And I found that to be interesting. So again, you know, to kind of wrap it up, so I think I like color in a lot of my different pieces, and so again, the warmer colors, I feel like they can stimulate different things within me, because feelings is also like a big part. You know, what do I feel when I'm looking at this piece? I paid attention to a lot of that and noticed that a lot of the colors I associated with some feelings, whether it was kind of giving me a jolt of happiness, or if I was feeling nostalgic, you know, kind of traveling through a different piece of time, or if it was giving me like a sense of calming within me. And then the light, again, if you look at the different pieces, the light, can not only color, like change the color, like a shading of a color, but it can also help you to focus on certain colors or certain shapes that are within the piece. It can help with form definition of something. And then of course, if you manipulate the light and the shadow, you're able to create depth within the painting, and that, you know, is a great key piece for that. And then also, you know, I like to take a look at each of the artists, and, you know, some of them are like a self-portrait, and it's not only how they view themselves, but if you take a look at the different pieces that are in it, it like captures that snapshot in time. And I think that it, you know, can help you feel like you're connected with that person. And then I think that if you also take a look at the, you know, the context and the narrative, that it helps with a cross-cultural connection when looking at the pieces as well. Thank you.